Hi, I'm Dr. Dan Gray. I work at GentleVet here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Our practice has been here since 1971. We're a 5-doctor practice, and we recently signed on with Provet about 6 months ago. So right before we took on Provet Cloud, we were facing many different challenges. We had staffing shortages. We had overwhelming demand. If you don't remember what COVID was like, you could have been booked out a year in advance. The demand was soul crushing. So we experienced that. Rather than just kind of take it in stride, we chose to build a new facility and double our staff all in that 4-year period. So we had the challenges of a rapidly growing organization. So communication, staffing those positions, making sure the clients were satisfied, communication between a company that was at once 17 employees is now 33 employees. Those are the things we're facing. And then throwing on top of the typical business struggles, our server started to die. And so now it's like, okay, I really would have preferred to wait another year. Let's move into our new building. Let's train our new doctors we just hired. Let's get everybody on the same page. But we threw a PIMS transition on the top of all of that. With rapid change and new personalities comes wild inefficiencies, just processes that are old and broken. And so we were dealing with all of that all at the same time. We did our due diligence. This was not just a pick out of the hat type of thing. We spent, I don't remember how much time, but it felt like forever. So it was not an idle decision. And so why Provet specifically is a couple of reasons. Number one, the fact that you're owned by a European company primarily, that is very large, is a key selling point. Because what I got, fair or not, what impression from the people I talked to specifically with it is they are trying to scale as fast as possible to be acquired by somebody else. And then personally to us, we purchased the original clinic in July of 2019. And in August of 2019, we were taken down twice by ransomware because of systems we were given that were inappropriately protected. And I know a little bit enough to be dangerous about the European Union data security laws to know that if Provet passes those, we're probably as protected as anything that's out there. And so that was a really key selling point. My favorite thing is very simple. The difference going from a server-based, workstation-based system to the fact that I can check my schedule on my phone before I get to work, so I know what I'm getting into, who I have to mentor that day. I can quick call it up on my tablet where I put my AI, so I can have my AI software running right next to my schedule on Provet Cloud. I could run it on 1,000 different computers wherever I need it, so I can jump from one to another. And so that was one of the efficiency points that immediately was solved for us. Reason to move to the cloud right there. In order to order an x-ray, we'll say, into our system, what we had to do was we had to tell the person next to us, hey, order that x-ray. Then they would highlight it on a travel sheet. We had to remember to capture that charge, walk across the room, load the patient into the x-ray system, and then take the x-ray. Now, we order the x-ray, it jumps into our x-ray system, is loaded and charged. So that's just one example of like 3 procedural steps we cut out of our day. You stack up enough of those across 33 people, your time savings becomes pretty incredible. When I text or call my client through Ally DVM, text or email through Ally DVM, in about 15 seconds, it shows up in the record under the patient. And I know it's silly. Is it hard to copy and paste? It's really not. But it is a step that can go, okay, I've got this. I don't have to make sure it's in the record. I don't have to take that time. It's mental bandwidth I don't need. And again, all of those steps, you take that times 33 people, it's huge. So that would be another great integration that we use. The lab machines, the labs, the X-ray equipment, and then Allied DVM. Those are really the top integrations that I work with that I think really help to improve the lives of our staff as much as physically possible, who then go on to improve the lives of my patients. That is a mission I get behind. It is not about dollars in the bank account. It is not about patients seen. It is about quality care of our employees, who then quality care for our patients and clients. That gets me out of bed in the morning. And so efficiencies, making their job easier, making it more accurate, making all of that stuff, that is how, software actually makes a difference fitting into that mission.